Hi folks, Dino Bob here. We're back in Port Prehistorique for episode 10, and we're doing two dinosaurs in grassland environments, Mutaborosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus. So here we go. We're hanging out by the habitat where we put the iguanodons a couple of episodes ago, and turning away from it now and heading into a viewing area for one of today's animals. Very grasslandy looking here, and nice simple glass fence, nothing fancy in the build. We've got a Mutaborosaurus there, roughly middle screen, and you can see the viewing building, which we'll be getting to in a bit. And that also includes the care area for the Mutaborosaurus. So this heads us toward the dinosaur park formation. Well, what's a good word for it? The extensive layout. And we'll spin back around and a distance view look into the Mutaborosaurus habitat. Guests don't seem to be stopping there, so I guess that means they won't be stopping there when they get more serious about looking at animals. Simple fence. I like to use the in-game fences, the 1 meter ones, when I can, because it's so much faster to build those fences. So this one is a little bit closer to the habitat fence proper, and quick look into the exhibit. Guest amenities on the left, sneak peek at the Carcharodontosaurus area, and a look at the building itself. We're going to go up the stairs. In the center there was the implied elevator for our handicapped guests, so they can get up here to see the animals. I need to put some safety railings in on this building, but you can see our guests will have a good overlook into the habitat, and they can see the water hole, which is screened from guests on the main path by the rocks. And now you can see where our keepers can work with our animals inside the building. We come down to the end here and get a great view out to where these guys seem to like to wander around a bit, like they're doing right now, and the fence that they share with the Carcharodontosaurus. So our meat eater has the potential of getting some enrichment, seeing meat on the hoof, and our Mutaboras can hang out here when they're not around, so they don't get scared. We've got the information signs on the wall here for both animals. A little trouble zooming in too, but it happens. And now the outlook over the Carcharodontosaurus habitat. This is, I believe, the male. I did a separation this time. Like a lot of the carnivores, they want a lot of space, and if you put two of them together, that space just isn't enough. So I decided that in this headcanon, they need separate. You can see the tall stone wall keeping them from getting near the viewing building. So we're going to drop down to the ground level and spin back, and that's the stair side for Carcharodontosaurus, and that's the plant I need to move. And we're going to walk down along the fence here. It's a big animal, so it's going to be very visible to guests. There's one staring into the habitat, and a small area off the main path, which gives you an opportunity to see almost all of the exhibit, and of course the animal itself walking across screen. So very grassland kind of vibe. In the distance there, you can see the care building for the big theropod. And we're going to go down and check that out in a bit. As I said, I separated them. We've got a female in a habitat just as big as this one on the other side of the care building. So in front of us is a habitat for another animal we're not going to do today. I think you're going to catch a glimpse, but boy, I'm having trouble talking today. A glimpse of him there. And we're going to go through this fence, which is a block off since we don't have staff paths. And I'll whack our way through the weeds as we get to the building, which apparently the animal also got to. And we're going to pop in through the door when we get small enough to go through it. And again, not a lot of stuff inside, mostly just the direct place where they can work with the animals. This one is a custom fence and duplicated on both halves. And this would be where the female can come and take a rest. And in reality, of course, the male wouldn't have his head stuck through the wall, but the animals will do that these days. So we'll pop out, and there's no guest viewing areas here, but the fence is close enough that our keepers can look in. And there she is, the Black Beauty herself, a melanistic Carcharodontosaurus. She was cruising around the habitat when I was filming this tour, and we'll get to see more of her in the videos. So time to pop up and take a look at the habitats. These dinosaurs like a fair bit of water in their space, and either lots of cover or not so much cover. So the fence in the lower left corner separates the two theropods, and you can see the care building and for the Midoborosaurus, and beyond it to the Dinosaur Park Formation area. And give you a good sense of how much space this all takes up in the game. That's the cursor is showing you where that glassed-in viewing area from Midoborosaurus is. Get a good sense of the standoff of the rock wall from the care building, simple round pool there, and looking back the other way. And another preview of an animal I haven't gotten to yet that's in the park. On the back right. We'll be getting to those guys maybe even next time. So dropping down now for some animal looks, starting with the Midoborosaurus. It's an Australian dinosaur, the only one in game at the moment. Although, if you have supported the devs and gotten a hold of the art book that they have put up for sale, you will know that there's another Australian going to be joining the cast in a bit. So these guys wander around looking moderately content. Grazing's not back in yet when this was filmed, but it will be. And it's a thirsty time for Carcharodontosaurus. This is the male. You can see his strong patterning and doing his little tooth rinse drinking animation there before stalking off. With its heavy footsteps, which you probably really wouldn't hear going through the water, but there it is. Yeah. I guess that was pretty good water. Or maybe he's hungry. Go back for some meat in a bit. You can never tell with the animal AI how realistic their choices are going to be. Sometimes it's quite amazing. Other times it's like, what are they allegedly thinking? So we're still waiting for the staff update to come out, which I'm expecting will change a lot of gameplay aspects to the game and make it much richer. Meantime, I will be continuing the tour through Port Prehistorique, and I hope you enjoy it. Uh, so, if you like the videos I'm doing or like the parks, you know, give that thumbs up, leave a comment, ask a question. I'll do my best to answer things. And yeah, I really don't have much more to say today. uh, the these exhibits were interesting to build in that they're so extensive, and it did take a while. That's one of the reasons, you know, I'm not doing speed builds with this stuff. There's a lot of time being into them, and I can't keep it down to a short video. Anyway, till next time, be kind to each other out there. Take care of yourselves, and I'll hope to see you in another Dino Bob video audience. So, I guess that's it for today. Bye now.